I think we've got to put that in perspective a little bit. Already year to date, India's up 16% odd in US dollar terms, Indian equity markets, and you compare that with what's happening in the world. The world MSCI is up 2.5% in the same period. Asia ex-Japan is up about 3.5%. So we've had a big move already. I think in the short term, the market, I don't think the market is going to fall significantly, but I'll admit I don't think it's going to rise significantly from where we are today. But I think longer term, depending what happens in terms of the economic reform, restructuring, budget, cabinet, I think the medium to long term could look quite promising. I think there are certain sectors that have lagged for the recent past, and good reasons for them. Some of the deep cyclicals, some of the infrastructure plays, some of the banks, and all this was hindered by the fact that economic growth was slowing. The banks got hindered more with rising non-performing loans as companies were caught in an environment where sales and so on weren't meeting earlier expectations. And again, if we see a revival in the economy, which is what our base case scenario is, I think some of the ignored stocks in recent past could do a lot better. And the valuations on these are also pretty decent as well. So I think the sectors such as infrastructure plays, some of the state-owned banks, also some of the deep cyclicals, industrial companies, I think could benefit more in a continued solid market than we have seen in the past. I think avoid, it really depends again on time frames. I think some of the sectors that have done very well over the last 1 to 2 years are fundamentally great companies in these sectors, but we just have to be wary about some of their valuations at this point in time. I think the market now will wait and see. I think the election result was great, but I think they will now watch and see about cabinet, who's going to form the cabinet. The budget is not that long to go as well, and as all these things happen, I think the market will gain more confidence. Again, I don't expect, after already 16% this year, I don't expect another 20% this year, but in line with earnings growth, we probably see 15% odd per annum for the next few years.